The Bostonian is Matt Perrault.
This is our city.
The book is Dave Sharapan.
Pay him. Pay that man his money.
Together, they are the Bostonian versus the book.
You covered 12. I covered!
Follow the show on Twitter at Boston versus the book.
How do you like them apples?
Bringing you the best insight on sports betting news, Matt and Dave's daily picks, and an entertaining and unfiltered dive into the sports betting industry. Here's Dave Sharapan and Matt Perrault.
And here we go.
And we are live. What is up, boys and girls? It is a Roll Call Friday. Thank you for your time today on Sports Grid Replay live on YouTube and on Twitter. Dave Sharapan and Matt Perrault. We are back. Dave, you have to learn that when we go live, what you see on the screen is on delay. We didn't miss.
You missed the video. You missed
the
you missed the space shuttle video.
No,
yes, you did.
we did not. It
All right.
rolled.
I'm watching it live on the YouTube. It didn't come up.
Well, that's fine.
Guys in the chat, welcome. Girls
They
in
saw
the
it.
chat, welcome.
I think they saw it. You may not have seen it. I think you saw it. Chat, tell us if you saw that.
Tell them if you saw the space shuttle launching for Roll Call Friday video that he made back in the day that we use all the time. Welcome, one and all. It's Friday.
Can I call you Randy Johnson or Kirk Chilling? Which one am I calling you today?
It's crazy, man. I posted that picture, went and did a video because the Pirates are playing the Diamondbacks this weekend in Pittsburgh. So we had to do the video for the Pirates. I had the stuff.
Okay.
I got called Steve Finley.
Oh,
Tony
yeah.
Womack.
Whoa, throwback. Womack. Wow, I heard that name in a long time.
Kurt Schilling.
Yes.
It is the Randy Johnson big unit, but I mean,
it is the big unit.
That's big unit. That's a perfect analogy for the show. Like we are the big unit, if you know what I'm saying. What? Don't do the thing this early. It's a Roll Call Friday. Keep it together.
I'm fine. Big units. Well, I mean, how many phallic? Is there another word for a female that's like phallic? I don't think there is, but whatever.
What are you doing right now?
I'm just trying to describe like phallic. The word phallic is in terms of a male. So is there a comparable word? Because everyone's doing curtains now, and it's the new meme is curtains. Everything is
curtains.
Everything is curtains. Everything on social media was curtains. It's unbelievable. Every meme, every GIF, everything people are putting up, it's all curtains. So yeah. I don't know. So I don't think there's a female version of that. If there is, someone let me know on a word on that. But yes, Roll Call Friday. If you are new to the program, you don't know what Roll Call Friday is, get in the chat. Okay. If you're on Twitter, we don't really watch that on Twitter. We watch it on the replay. So I know a lot of you guys who are on the Twitter live stream are like, hey, I'm here. If you go to @Boston versus the book, the direct link it is pinned to the top of the Twitter account will take you to our YouTube channel. In the YouTube chat, that's what Dave is watching. He will start to read out the names, the roll call in the audience, in the chat. So if you're watching and you want your name to be called, you have to post something. It doesn't matter what it is. It can be a little waving emoji. It doesn't matter. Just put something in the chat. We'll get to it. Hopefully we will call you guys out here today on a Roll Call Friday.
There's people watching on the Twitter.
Yes.
There's people watching on the YouTube. The chat has informed us that they only saw the last second of the video of the space shuttle launching today because we hit it late, whatever we did.
No, it's a catch-up time. Like I said, when we start beyond the start time, which is 11:30, we put up there Pacific time, it just takes a second to catch back up again. So that's why. So it just doesn't roll as quickly, but it makes sense. It's why I like putting that video there ahead of time because then it clicks on and it gives us the whole intro. So if you missed the Roll Call Friday video, it's not that big of a deal. You just get right into the BVB intro that will roll.
Posting something in the chat. Hi, Dave. Look what you've done, Perrault.
It's fine.
Just put a big hand. He waving.
That's all you got to do. Right. You just got to post and say that you're here because if you want to be a part of Roll Call Friday, it's our biggest day. People want to say, I put it on Twitter today. It said maybe Dave will say your name today. So we have to know that you're here. So you don't have to say anything. We have people like Sonic and Mikey Awesome and all of our guys who are extremely active in the chat. You don't have to be, but just we need to know you're there. If we don't see your name or your handle, we don't know that you're there to call you out.
We do not. But we appreciate you being here, obviously.
Of course.
Started off. All right, we're going to get to the roll call, shout outs, and all the things that we do a little bit later in the rundown because you got a nice stacked rundown today. We traded some text and had to iron some things out. So it'll be in about 45 minutes or so. I'm going to set a little bit of alarm around 12:30-ish Pacific.
One of you not ish.
A lot of issues. Okay, a lot of issues, but that's what we do.
Yes.
But the boys and girls in the chat, do me a favor at the beginning. This is how I know where you're at least watching. Put your area code, where you're watching from. I wanted to shout out at the top. Merges is watching from the 941 down in Tampa.
Hi.
And right at the top, also wanted to shout out our friends in Indiana who were here to visit, both Ryan and Dave and Mrs. Dave, Connie, who has become a big fan of the show.
Oh, you know that our Preakness preview is from Dave today.
This is what, see? I mean, you think I don't look at the rundown. I look at the rundown.
But I didn't say who it was from, though. I just said in the rundown, it just says Preakness preview from a Brigader. I didn't say which one.
It's Dave's Daily Picks. It's our guy from Indiana, Dave.
Big horse
His
guy.
wife, Connie, don't believe that he even hooked up with us and met us at the
really?
Circa. And we had to have, that's why we take the pictures.
We had multiple pictures taken. Yeah.
And wanted to shout both of them out at the top of the show because they're listening, they're watching.
Nice.
And
he's
providing us a little bit of Preakness preview later bit today.
Yeah, he's a big horse guy, so he's going to help us with the
big horse guy. I am not a horse guy.
Number 2 horse got scratched this morning. So
what are we doing? How do we scratch before the biggest races? What are we doing?
But Mage, the odds on Mage are all messed up now. All the horse people are whining about that second favorite because the trifectas are all messed up now and the exactas are all messed up now and the payouts are all different. It's like 4-5 now on Mage and people are all bummed because
4-5.
Yeah, it's not good. So people are all mad that this has really altered the payouts with the parimutuel.
Less than even money, Perrault.
Yeah. So there's some anger.
We can't be laying juice on a horse.
Right. So there's that. But everyone is talking about what happened last night. The 4 overtime game between the Florida Panthers and the Carolina Hurricanes. Did you watch all 4 periods in overtime?
So I tweeted it last night. I made the mistake of saying we'll go to dinner after the hockey game's over.
Whoops.
Did not know that it was going to go 4 overtimes. So as we went past the first overtime, the whole house was like, the hell with this. I don't know when this game's going to end. We're all going to get food. So they all went and got food, brought it back, and they brought friends. So we had 7 females in here talking and chirping and talking and chirping. You've been in the house downstairs, the big screen TV. Everybody came in. I was on the couch just watching the game. I immediately said hello to everybody. And then I immediately went up to my cave.
Oh, nice.
And sat and watched the game.
Yeah.
Couldn't get enough of it. When did it occur to you? Because I had under 6 and under 5.5, and then even under 4.5 play. So that lost, but the other 2 did. And I thought when the goal was disallowed, Carolina pushed. And from the second and third and fourth overtime, I kept saying Florida's going to win this game. They felt like the better team.
They did, but that's why I didn't bet it because I was like, you know what? I was like, Carolina's at home. I thought something fluky was going to happen. I thought the Panthers.
Fluky?
I thought,
is this like wonky?
Yeah, I thought the goal was going to be sort of like just someone's going to make a mistake and it's going to be weird, like a goaltender. It's going to bounce up the goaltender's neck into the net or something. Like it just wasn't going to be normal because I hit the first period under and the second period over. I missed the game. So I was already 2-1. I already had a winning night on the game. I didn't want to blow it by betting it live and betting, even though the Panthers were plus 130 on the money line. I was like, I can take money line bet, but if I lose, then I'm flat. And I'm like, I didn't have a good enough feel in overtime. I thought the Panthers dominated like you. I thought they had so many scoring opportunities that they just couldn't get the puck in the net.
Oh, man.
And then I was like, man, they've blown so many chances. The Hurricanes are going to win this game because they're not supposed to.
Right. That's what you were waiting for, right?
Yes. I was waiting for a mistake that Florida was going to make. And then with 10 seconds to go in the fourth overtime, you get Matthew Tkachuk. Puck just happens to lay at the feet of a defenseman and he snaps it over, right in the upper 90. That was, I mean.
How does this keep happening with Tkachuk? How does he keep being the guy? Like, this is crazy, right? This is that magic that happens in the Stanley Cup playoffs when it's the one guy that's like leading the team and it just keeps coming up with the opportunities to make it happen. When he scored it, I'm like, of course it was him. Of course it was Tkachuk.
Right.
So Bobrovsky, amazing. Anderson,
really
unbelievable. Great game.
For real.
I enjoyed it. I don't know about you.
Oh, I could do not. It was nuts, but I kept on laughing because every overtime, Gretzky got more tired and more tired.
Oh, Wayner looked like he had needed a nap.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
I was liking the guys. The best part of it was the intermission report when they were just like, oh, okay, here we go with another one. Okay, here we go with another one. Like they all had run out of gas. They all were exhausted. They all were tired. They'd go in there about 4:00. I saw my friend Keith Fang, right? He was like, for awful announcing. He said they went in at 4:00 in the afternoon. They showed up at the studio and they left at 2:30 in the morning. That's a long day.
It's a very long day.
That's a long day.
Speaking of long days and watching the game, Keith Jones was on our show.
Yes, he was.
Last year, talked about hockey with us from his car. One of the nicest dudes I ever met. I met him in a book, and I did what I do. After hanging out with him, I said, here's my phone. Put your number in. I'm going to text you with mine. So we've maintained a friendship over the years since that day. I'm texting him while he's doing the game. And I said, Jonesy, you're doing great. How tired are you? He's like, oh, Davey boy, it's something. And then the last intermission, he was done. Like you could just tell. And I gave him a little text and he texted me right after, my man, I'm going home. He was just like,
I'm going to bed. See you later. I'm done.
Another friend of the show, Kevin Rogers, he does the Panthers pregame and postgame.
Oh, right. Yep. Mm-hmm.
He's in Florida.
East Coast time.
Keeping his eyes open like this, trying to stay awake. He sent me a text because he tweeted something. And I said, how do you feel? He's like, I am so tired. I needed this game to end 3 hours ago. So I feel bad for you guys back east that had to stay up late and watch it. But I mean, you couldn't go to bed. If you made it into the second overtime, you couldn't just go to sleep and say, I'll see who wins in the morning, could you?
No. I mean, many people did without didn't have a fight, a dog in the fight. But the dumbest thing that was written today, and I don't mean to be rude, I don't know this person at all.
Uh-oh. What are you
doing?
From
TSN in Canada.
Oh, no.
But
we have a lot of friends in Canada. If you're in Canada right now, shout us out. What area code and where you're at.
Cheryl Ponder. I don't know who Cheryl Ponder is, but she put it out there by saying, does the NHL need to put a cap on playoff overtime? It is up there. It is up there with one of the dumbest ideas I've ever heard in my life for sports.
Like put a runner on second base?
Correct. They want to do a ghost runner type of deal where you just start to take away players. It's 5-on-5, then it's 4-on-4, then it's 3-on-3, then it's 2-on-2, then it's mini 1-on-1.
Can't have that.
No, this is the playoffs. You play until somebody wins. I don't care if it takes 25 overtimes. You play until somebody scores.
You're playing the game. Like you can't change
artificially, right? Exactly, like baseball. You have to do it. It's why it's so funny. Like baseball does a ghost runner until the playoffs, and like, oh wait, no ghost runner.
Hockey does a shootout until the playoffs,
which is dumb. Shootouts are stupid. Ghost runners are stupid.
Speaking of stupid, point spreads are stupid, which we'll get to later. And Kendall is in the chat watching right now.
She
She
out of
wanted
school?
a shout out.
She done?
She got it. No, she's on a school visit to UNLV today with her sister, Kelsey, and her
To my
mother,
school.
Jessica.
Oh, right.
She got out of her last week of school Friday
Right.
to go on a college visit with her big sister.
Nice.
She must be a little bored. So she said, "What time are you doing the show?" And I told her. So she got on the chat, and then she just said, "Where's my shout out? You."
Oh.
And now I just shouted you out, Kendall. So don't tell me I didn't shout you out.
Where's my
Because you're my
shout out?
favorite thing about today at the end of the show, which we
Oh.
do every show as well at the end in BVB bonus time, most likely, unless we squeeze it together. Because I
Right.
know you got calls this afternoon. And
Yeah,
I'm
we
going
should,
to shoot hoops.
we
So
should be.
I-
Oh, you really? Oh, good. So, in case you guys are curious about how this could impact the rest of the series,
Hey there. Keep going. Hold on.
in 2003, the Stars and Ducks played a 5 overtime game. The Ducks lost the game. They won the series. In 2020, this is all from the Lightning won the game and won the series. The Flyers and the Penguins in 2000 played a 5 overtime game. The Flyers won the game and the series. The Bruins and the Leafs played a 6 overtime game in 1933. The Leafs won the game and they won the series. That's the last time the Leafs were any good. Dave's not here to laugh at that joke, but he's not here. Where did he go, actually? And then the Red Wings in Montreal, the Maroons, played a 6 overtime game in 1936. The Red Wings won the game and the Red Wings won the series. You missed my Leaf joke. What are you doing? You like doing a full like change? What? It was like
How
a
about
full,
that? Everything's okay.
full wardrobe. What?
No. Everything's good. No. I'm home by myself. There was a noise. A dog started going crazy. I was like, I don't know what that was.
Oh,
So everything's good. We're fine. Go.
okay. We're all good. Okay. I said the last time the Leafs were good were 1933 when they beat the Bruins 6 overtimes.
1967, they won a Stanley Cup.
I'm kidding. It's a joke.
Oh,
What do you make of Florida, though? They are undefeated in the overtimes in these postseasons, in these playoffs.
Bobrovsky?
It's unbelievable. I mean, I think they're either 5-0 or 6-0 in the playoffs in overtime.
See,
Just
these
their
things
year?
happen.
Their year?
They're playing the same game every game. They are dictating the play
Yes.
every game. You talk about play your game.
Yeah,
They are playing their game. They're
Yep.
making the other team play their game. The only way they get out of that is you got to outscore them. Like you got to go.
Open it up. Yep.
You got to go.
Yeah.
You got to get, I think, a 2-goal lead. A 1-goal lead is not good enough.
Mm-hmm.
You got to get them out of, they're blocking shots all over the place. There's no rebounds. They're playing a perfect road game every game.
Yep.
It's scary. It's, I mean, listen, we're going to see the Western Conference tonight.
Yep.
It's still going to be a long series with Carolina, but you had those numbers. Did you say those numbers
Mm-hmm.
from when they win the overtime games?
Yeah.
I
4-1.
said it while I was running downstairs.
Yes.
You want to bet Florida now to win the series?
Series of the Cup.
Series.
Sure. I think they win the series. Yeah. I mean, it's very possible. I mean, it's big when you get game 1 and you don't have home ice and you win game 1 and now you have home ice and you put that home team on their heels, a ton of pressure on game 2, but the NHL is weird. We saw the Devils do it. They lost both games at home and they went to New York, won both games in New York. So hockey's a little bit of a different animal when it comes to what happens with home ice and whether it really matters or not. But I expect Carolina to play much better in game 2. I expect them to win, but they didn't play poorly. That's the worry.
No.
The worry from a Hurricanes perspective is you didn't play poorly. You played well and you still lost. So that's the 3-2 game.
And that's life.
The 3-2 game is supposed to be won by the Hurricanes. They're supposed to be the team that can win the low scoring under games. Florida is the
What did
over
they win game
team.
2 just like that? They can win game 2 like that,
They
right?
could, yes, absolutely. But if it goes under, Carolina should win the majority of the under games. Goes over, I like Florida a lot, but I'll be very curious. I was on the over 5.5 last night. Again, I had the first period under, second period over. That played out again, just like we talked about yesterday. The game didn't go over. Game 2 is going to be really interesting to see whether or not Carolina changes things, or do they say, look, it's just a bad break. We went 4 overtimes, toe to toe. Just they got a break. We did not. It'll even out somewhere in the series.
Right.
Kind of like betting.
What do we got that Saturday night? Wow, the line's 150 in places. I mean, Otto just put it in the chat. Again, welcome. Hello, Chris. Good to see you. Hopefully, we'll be seeing each other in person in the next, 48 to 72 hours. My trip back east. For those of you that don't know, going back east, I will be in Columbus, Ohio on Sunday, visiting brother Doug. We're going to try to figure out something maybe in Ohio. For those of you close to central Ohio, may take a little veer up 2 hours north to Cleveland. I don't think I'm going to go to Cincinnati. It's highly. Have
you had Skyline chili?
I don't like it. Not a fan. You?
I thought it was overrated. I thought it was okay. I wasn't jumping up and down. I was like, okay.
We don't always agree on things, but I think we both agree on that. I thought overrated and not for me, but that's okay. Some people don't like the show. It's not for them. Yeah, that's okay. Right. I'm not ready to say Florida's going to win the series. It's a wrap.
But hold on, before we go back to the, because just a reminder, Monday's show is a Twitter Spaces show only.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Tuesday's show, Twitter Spaces show only. We don't know after that. It's kind of up to Dave as to what we're going to do and how we're going to do it. But Monday, Tuesday for sure.
Monday, Tuesday for sure.
Wednesday might be off, and then Thursday, Friday might be from where you're going in Seattle. I don't know. We'll figure out the end of the week at the end of the week. But Monday, Tuesday for sure will be Twitter only. If you are not following us at Boston versus the Book on Twitter, that is where the show will be. It will be an abbreviated version, but it'll still be the show. It just won't be a 2-hour show. It probably will be an hour and 15 type of show. Which
you guys can kind of, quickly participate in. It'll be like kind of an old school radio. If you have something to say, you'll be able to get called up by both Perrault and myself. I figured out how to do it on the last Twitter Spaces, which is probably not a good thing. But it's
fine as long as I'm the one. If I'm the main one in charge, we're fine. As long as you can't hang up on us and destroy the whole thing, we're good.
I don't want that responsibility.
I can start and stop it, but then you're our co-host on it, so you can invite people up to talk
right.
So but it will be sort of like that. It will be like an old school talk radio thing where you guys can call into us essentially, or raise your hand to come up and ask a question, and we can do the whole "I'll hang up and listen."
Ask a question, give us a play, have a take, say hello, give someone else a shout out, because that will be available for people to listen to after as well, right? People can go listen.
Twitter Spaces. Yep, it'll be pinned to the top of the account for
We did that when I was in Salt Lake for Kylie's softball. We did a good Twitter Spaces. We had a bunch of people come on, talk, listen.
We haven't done during the week though. This is the first time we're doing it a day during the week, so I'm very curious to see how many different people will be in there. My guess is we'll have a lot of new people who aren't normally able to either listen or haven't seen the show, be a part of it. It'll be cool. Monday, I'm looking forward to it. Monday would be cool. I love doing things a little bit differently.
All right, guys, you're putting in great emojis and different things in the chat. I appreciate it. I did not see the roll calls or the area code. So if you did put them in there, please put them in there again. If you have not
back.
No. I just scrolled back and I only see like 5 or 6 area codes. So I don't know if we were putting in different things, but implement legs, make it all end in what is going on, you guys? Oh my goodness. There's a lot of things you said put anything in the chat, Perrault.
Yes, I did.
And the people listen to us. Okay. It's great, but they put literally anything in the chat. Put your 3-digit area code right now in the chat. We got a bunch of people in here watching and listening. Please start with that, and we'll get to that shortly.
Okay. Go. How about the Nuggets last night? Another win and another non-cover.
Okay, the game falls 5. It closes 5. Did you see the way that game closed? Like ended? How did the hell did that fall 5?
So I'm in the gym, right? So I'm there for my second workout.
Greg.
Well, I'm there for my second workout of the day. So I'm struggling to get through this workout. I'm like, man, this has been the hardest week of the Hard 75. It's day number 32.
The hardest week. You ain't had the kid all week. You should be a machine.
I am, but I've been killing myself. I run a 5K every morning and then I go lift at night. Like I'm tired. Okay. I am tired. I'm running. I got my minutes down to 11-minute miles and I'm going to the gym and I'm lifting. So I'm dragging here. Madeline is with me tonight. So I killed myself all week. So now I can get back into doing I'll walk with her and whatever. Anyways.
You can hit the mitts with her. Boom, boom.
Yeah. So I'm following the game. Okay.
Yes, sir.
I got 5.5. I'm following it on my ESPN app. And I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I just start watching. I put my YouTube TV on my phone. I just start watching. So I'm watching the game in between sets. And I'm literally like, there's 3 guys, me and 2 other people are in the gym up on the 3rd floor of Lifetime where I go. It's like this very cool area that no one goes up to. And like, I'm pacing.
Wait, you have an exclusive area in the VIP of a gym?
It's not like VIP. It's they have different levels, and the level that I'm at is where the basketball courts are. But next to the basketball courts, they have this like turfed area that is kind of. It's not for. There's no mirrors. There's no people who want to look at themselves in the mirror. There's none of the big meatheads who are all there just like, the women here in Vegas who may work at night. They're falling out of their shirts and everything else. There's none of that. Okay. This is just people who want to work. And so you go to the 3rd floor, you're by yourself. It's just dumbbells and a squat rack basically. And then a bunch of cardio machines type of things. So I love it. It's me and just working out and I don't need to deal with any nonsense.
Right.
So I'm up there and I'm watching it on my phone and I'm walking around and this guy looks at me. He's looking at me and I was like, I have a bet on the Laker game. He's like, oh, okay. He's like, I thought you were in trouble. I was like, no. I'm all good.
For those of you that don't know, watching the game with Perrault when he has action on it, don't have to be for a dime. It don't have to be for a nickel. It's just the basic unit, and it may not be very much at all. Maybe the last leg of a parlay. It doesn't matter. The guy can't sit still.
Not on that because I was counting the free throws. I was like, okay, Murray's got 1, 2. I literally said out loud, I need Murray to miss a free throw. He's gonna have to miss a free throw. Dun dun dun, clang. I was like, I'm live. LeBron drives, he blows a layup. I'm like, oh my gosh, LeBron. I was like, what are you doing? Hit that layup. It would have been fine. Would have gone to 2. I would have been fine. Misses a layup. We're still at 4. I'm like, okay, shoot, here we go. I need to miss a lay. Hits them both. I'm like, I need to miss a free throw. He misses the free throw. It was down to 3, and then they hit the layup, and then they dribbled it out. And I was like, oh my gosh, it landed 5. I was like, this is one of the better because the under was good. I was good. I knew.
Oh, it's never in doubt. The under was never in doubt.
From halftime on, I'm like, all right, we got this. The under is going to catch. So I'm like, can I go 2-0 in this basketball game? Bam. On the right side, finally, of a hook.
Yeah. It is a sight to watch. It's a sight to behold to watch you watch a game, especially when you have the decision coming down to literally the last basket. It's actually reminds me of back in the day. I never really did it because I was around guys that it just literally would like lose 10 dimes and then just
move
order
on
lunch. Like it was like, so I become numb to it.
I'm not numb to it.
You are the opposite.
I'm not numb to it because it's not. To be honest, the money I win or lose really doesn't matter to me. It matters more about the fact that I put it out there. This is my pick, and if people are on it, and I'm betting essentially with other people's money. That I've had a really good week, and so I've gone 6-1 the last 2 days for my picks on the juice. And like, you want to keep that momentum going because, as like anything else, when you get hot, people jump on it, and they're DMing you, and they're talking, and you just see the level of interest goes up when you're hot, and people just tell their buddies like, how did you go 3-0 yesterday? Well, Matt went 3-0 and I followed his bets. He went 3-0. He went 6-0. Actually, I followed them all. Like, people were sending me these. The thing I can't figure out, I tell people until I'm blue in the face, don't parlay my picks. Like, just don't do it. Like, I'm not going to go.
They're going to do it anyway.
I know. And so some guy sends me this ticket, this 6-0 ticket, because I played every play. I parlayed every play you said. I went 6-0, $5 turned around like $350 or something.
Yeah.
He was so excited.
Overjoyed.
I was like, don't do that. I was like, don't do that. Doesn't matter. They don't listen.
It doesn't matter. That's what they want. They're going to do what they want. You just tell them what you like, tell them what you don't.
Yeah.
Fade it, follow it.
Yeah. Do what you want.
I want to say something. I can't now.
Don't. No one knows.
Good. We're doing a clean show.
We are.
These people, until
week.
BVB bonus time when we really let it all unleash. But right now, until we get another guy on board to actually, keep a log, when we're not keeping a log of swear words because we're not swearing. So, but yeah, watching it, seeing it, and it ending on 5, unbelievable the way it got there.
Do you think it was as bad as the last time it landed when it landed 6? Because we saw bookmakers crying when it landed 6. Did 5?
Oh, there was definitely some crying, but it's worse because when this was mostly give it back. You booked this gigantic game. It was because it got to 5 a lot faster. The 5.5s were pretty much gone, and the majority of the money was probably on 5.
Right.
So it sits on 5, and all the money line bets win on Denver, which, but the total going under was probably good for the books. It's just, you don't feel like you wasted time. You never really feel like but when you have to just, you give back all the money when there's no decision, good or bad, it's like, what are we doing? Well, I can't believe it landed.
But it was plus 5.5 for most of the day, though, right?
No, it was plus 5.5 early, and then it was 5 majority of books for most of the day. So you got that 5.5 overnight.
Yes.
All the 5.5s people woke up and took. They were bye-bye, gone. So
makes sense. Yeah. The Lakers were winning that game for 3/4 of it.
You were at the gym up on the 3rd floor, you highfalutin. I'm starting to think that the kid is bougie. I'm thinking you're a little more bougie than you advertise. You got your
You're just wait a minute. You're just figuring this out?
No. I always try to defend it like he's a regular dude, but you are bougie. You're bougie.
100%.
You're Boston bougie.
I do not. I was born in Andover, Massachusetts. There's absolutely no way you're not bougie being born where I was raised.
Listen, I saw that picture of you when you were 19. If you were able to walk around with that hair like that, you were bougie. Okay, that's fine.
Yes,
that's good. But
Andover is an upper crust town. I wasn't raised like that, but I was raised around it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to talk to Mama P about all this.
Put this way. My best friend in high school, okay, he had a 27-room, 7-bathroom house.
Here we go with the room.
Okay, we had
7 bathrooms.
We had an entire floor to ourselves.
7 bathrooms.
His bedroom had a master suite bathroom, and then another room, which was our video games and a pool table.
So
and we stood up on the 3rd floor. Okay. We got high and played pool and watched and played video games. And that's all we did. His parents would come up like once in a while. They would come up and go, David, are you okay? And be like, yep, we're fine.
Wait, this dude's name was David?
David Burke. Yep.
And now you're doing a show with me, David, every day?
Uh-huh. So it was Dave Burke. Dave was an incredibly, he lives in Phoenix now. He's actually a nurse, and he's a trauma nurse in Phoenix. And him and I haven't seen each other in years. We always say, like, we got to catch up. We got to figure this out. Because he went to, after high school, we kind of lost track of each other, went to different colleges and whatnot. But yeah, so that's like, I was around that like my whole life. Like, that's what I was around. Like, so not little amounts of money, like large amounts of money.
I was around it too, but it is a little bit of a different vibe.
Pittsburgh is a different type of dollar, though.
No,
like,
it's Pittsburgh got old money too, my friend.
You ran it like my grandfather ran it, though. Like, it's a lot of cash. It's a lot of old money.
Listen, I knew the David Burks too. I got names. I'm not calling them out right here, but I know all of them.
Yeah,
I remember all of them, and they always used to call me and say, "Who do you like?" And now they're doing it again. They're all doing it again. All the doctors and the lawyers. And they're all saying,
"You're Ace Rothstein."
Whatever. We don't have to go that route, but I got reading glasses for Roll Call Friday just to make sure that I don't miss no one, which we're going to get to here in about 30 minutes. The Lakers were winning by 5 at halftime. The Lakers were in control of the game until late third quarter. And then in the fourth quarter, Denver was rolling. They hit a three, got to stop, hit a three, got to stop, and hit a three, got to stop. And it went from close to tied or short margin to double digits like that.
I think it was 81-77 Lakers, and then it flipped to 94-84.
Bam.
It was
just like that.
Do you think it's interesting that the Lakers are undefeated at home, the Nuggets are undefeated at home in the playoffs?
The Lakers are winning game 3.
Most likely. Altitude has been brought up about the fourth quarter, 38-year-old LeBron James running out of gas. Saying playing at altitude, he got tired. Lakers, he was playing really well. And then Anthony Davis, what's your excuse? But the Lakers look tired.
I mean, calling people out for?
I'm just saying. I mean, Anthony Davis isn't 38 years old. If LeBron's tired, I can get why LeBron's tired. But why is Anthony Davis tired? They were there. They were acclimated. It wasn't like they just showed up. They'd been there for almost a week. But you have to wonder, was there a cumulative effect about playing at altitude at that tempo?
I just looked out in the chat. Rainmaker Lou, I love this dude. I can't wait to meet him. Hopefully I'm going to meet him very soon. He just came in the chat and said, I still like getting high and betting and playing video games.
My man. My man. That's great.
This is the show, boys.
You play pool too? You play pool too? That would be great.
Oh, you shoot pool still?
Well, yeah. I'm not that great. I was a 9-ball player. I wasn't that great at 8-ball.
Oh, I love 9-ball.
Yeah. So
played a little bit of 9-ball in my life.
That was mine. So that was the game we played that.
But
lunch money bets.
I walked this morning to get out, and I saw neighbor Chris and neighbor Patrick, who you met, the Boston Red Sox fan.
Love them. Good dude.
He said, you guys are doing a great job on the show. Why don't you come out of the house more? I said, between talking to Perrault on the show and doing all the other shows that I'm doing and all these sales calls or sponsor calls, I don't come out much. He said,
right.
Well, I heard you out yesterday morning talking on the phone. I said to my wife, Dave sounded upset. I said, yeah, I think I just got fired from a job. I don't know yet, but that was the call. I was walking and talking. So that's my other favorite thing about today.
I'm jealous about that because the reception at my house is not good enough to be able to do that. It's very rare that I can walk and talk.
Yeah, I go walking and talking. I can't like you can't sit still and watch a game. Sometimes when I'm talking on the phone, I got to think. I got to talk. I got to walk.
When I move, I think way better. I'm with you. Yeah. I love calls when I'm driving. I love doing that too.
Yeah. So I was on the phone and I started walking, but I saw him this morning and he said last night was the first game that he can remember that LeBron looked old.
In the fourth quarter, he looked old. I'll give it to him. Yeah, I would agree. He was tired.
That was a hard game.
Yep.
Like that was a good basketball. It was a fun basketball game to watch. It was.
Stuckey called it one of the best games of all time. Would you agree with that?
Who called it that?
Stuckey said, because it wasn't an NBA Finals game, so no one's going to remember it. But if that game was in the NBA Finals, that was one of the best games ever played. I was like, huh. Rovell said, put the pipe down. Just Stuckey. He tweeted, really? He put the pipe down.
Oh, Stuckey, I love you, brother. I mean, that's a little bit of hyperbole. That was a good basketball game. I don't know if it was the best games ever, but we're seeing it.
Nuggets are winning it all.
Hold on.
Nuggets are winning it all. I said it a month ago. I'm saying it again.
Hold on. I'm putting on the glasses.
Mm-hmm. They're the best team in basketball.
The Nuggets are winning it all. You know they could play the Celtics, right?
And they will beat the Celtics.
They could play the Heat,
They'll destroy the Heat.
Destroy?
They'll kill the Heat. Yeah. They have no answer for Jokic. None. Boston at least can throw Horford.
Who has an answer for the big honey?
Nobody has an answer, but Boston can throw two guys at him that will slow him down a little bit. Miami, Bam will get destroyed. Jokic will kill him.
Man.
Murray's the biggest key to the whole team. If he keeps shooting like this, forget it. Like he's getting wide open threes. It's really fun listening to the broadcast. I love listening to ex-coaches who are able to communicate really well. And Van Gundy has a really good job of being able to describe the action that the Nuggets are doing at the top of the key. and the dribble drive handoff that they do where they can either drive off the pick or he can kick out to pop the three. And the Lakers can't stop it. I mean, Murray's getting open three after open three. Whenever it's a 2-man game between Jokic and Murray, they're so nervous about the roll that it gives Murray so much room to operate at the top of the key. And he's nailing these threes over and over again. I don't know how you stop it. If he's hitting shots like that, I mean, the Lakers winning game 3, I'll give it to you, but I'm not sure that they win. I'm not sure we're going back to LA after they leave it for game 4. This could be a gentleman's sweep.
Well, the line's 5.5. Lakers minus 5.5.
Yeah, they should win game 3, but game 4, I think the Nuggets could win game 4. And I think they go to, I don't think they're losing a home game in this series. Game 5, and that's it. That's a wrap.
I put the headband on. I love when we do the basketball breakdown. I feel like this is the basketball portion of the show.
Yeah.
Just don't want to get any sweat in my eyes while you start talking. So wear the headband. Well, what about the East?
I mean, I think Boston wins, but Boston wins in 7, and I think they're going to be in for a dogfight. I think they win tonight, but not cover. And I think that they go to Miami. I think Boston wins game 3. Game 4, Miami will win game 4, and then it will be a best of 7, best of 3 going to game 7. Boston can't win until their backs are against the wall. They got to face elimination, and then they play their best basketball.
I just checked the rundown. Is it Florida's year? Is it Florida's year?
For what, Miami and the Panthers?
Miami. But the
I don't think so.
Panthers get there and the Heat get there?
But they both play very similarly. They're both extremely well coached. They both have Hall of Fame head coaches. They both have superstars that are really annoying and really hard to face. Kachuk and Jimmy. And I mean, there's a lot of similarities between the Panthers and the Heat.
They both can't get there. I can't.
Everyone's writing them off. Everyone's been questioning them. You can't do it. Can't do that. Blah, blah, blah. Right?
Yeah.
Are they both 8 seeds? They're both 8 seeds, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's bizarre. They're very,
Strange
very similar.
Parallel.
They're very similar.
Yeah.
They could, parallel. Both of them could. I'm not saying it's impossible. Both of them could win. I don't think so, but they could.
Big TJ Harengo just popped. Harego. Sorry, TJ. I don't know how to say your name, but he's Big TJ. Okay. Can't call him Big T because Big Taylor, I call him Big T. And Taylor Malthus, I call her Big T.
Oh, okay.
So he's Big TJ. He just popped in the chat for the first time. Watches, listens to the show all the time. He's here today. Want to quickly shout out him while I see it on the thing. Thank you, sir. Are we going to do this golf stuff? Like I'm watching a golfer. I just flipped on a golf right now. Are you paying attention to this?
Well, we need to do the WagerWire market report.
Hit it.
And I thought it was a good opportunity for us to talk to PGA. Before we do that, let me tell you about WagerWire. WagerWire is a marketplace where you can sell your online sports bets. You'll be able to buy other people's bets at a discount to the current odds. You can forget hedging, forget cashing out. If you guys want to lock in a profit on a bet, you'll still be able to on WagerWire sell all or even a portion of your bet all the way up till the final buzzer. WagerWire was invented by 3 good friends, Zach, Travis, and Guy, a couple of UCLA whiz kids, hell-bent on letting you guys and finding new ways for you guys to make money on your sports bets. PGA Championship. Let's talk about the live odds. This is it's a little odd to me. Scotty Scheffler's even money.
Yep.
Victor Hovland's 9-1. That's a pretty big gap.
2 strokes behind.
Right. On Friday, he's tied. Corey Connors is tied right now with Scheffler at the top. It's 5 under as the leader. Scheffler and Connors. Bryson DeChambeau is 4 under. Victor Hovland 3 under, and Keegan Bradley is 3 under. But the odds 9-1 on Victor Hovland right now.
So this is fascinating to me because I never got a chance to do this in-game golf. The swings are, I don't know if I've seen anything like this with shot by shot by shot. I mean, they're changing all the time. Those numbers indicate to me the pre-tournament positions. Scheffler was a big favorite. we maybe not need no more money on him. Let's keep his price low. Let's get some money on Hovland, Corey Connors, guys that haven't won as much as Scheffler.
10-1, 14-1, 22-1, 26-1. I mean, these are from anyone else except Scotty Scheffler has real nice value on it, does it not?
Well, yeah, this is when and the boys in the chat, or everybody's coming in now. I mean, this number keeps growing. I'm just looking down, and man, oh man, it's crazy. It's like throwing darts. They want to throw darts. People want to shoot billiards with you.
Oh,
but I'm thinking of throwing darts at the board here with the WagerWire market report at these prices. Because if you throw one and you hit it 26-1,
right,
and you throw another one and you hit it 15-1, and you throw another one and get it 10-1, and you start spreading it out at big double-digit plus prices.
Or couldn't you just bet if you had 4 units, right? Couldn't you bet Scheffler right now at even money? Bet 2 units on even money on Scheffler, and then two long shots to cover it. If Scheffler wins, I mean, obviously it's difficult, but you could hit a 26-1, a 20-1, a 9-1. I mean, it's you can add to your position. This is crazy. I mean, as we're talking, by the way, Scheffler is now plus 110. So it just moved plus 110. Hovland 9-1, Connors 9-1, Bryson's now 16-1.
Do you think they're watching the show right now?
I don't know, but the odds are moving as we are talking about this right now. The odds at FanDuel are moving. So I was looking at
nobody watching the show. They keep telling me ain't nobody watching the show except our people. But that's all we need. It's all we got. So that's okay too.
It's our people. I want our people. That's all I need is our people. But it's weird to me that the discrepancy on a Friday before the cut even happens. So the cut line looks like it's going to be somewhere around 4 to 5 over par. And there's a lot of big name golfers who are not going to play the weekend.
Correct.
A lot of big name golfers.
And is this weather coming?
It's been raining. I don't know if it's going to stop play. It's not like thunderstorms because it's pretty cold there. So,
well, they were talking about the weekend being worse than today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Projected cut now is 5 over par. So guys that you would know, Ricky Fowler is at 6 over. He's going to miss the cut.
Stop with the Fowler nonsense. I mean, every single week with this Fowler, he's playing good. He's in good form. He's a ball striker. All the golf analogy terms, which I love the golf handicappers, guys. I got some very good friends that do it on the regular. Again, you guys know Dustin on the show.
Ricky, I mean, he's just in a bad spot. Danny Willett's not going to play the weekend. Cameron Young's not going to play the weekend. Tom Kim's not playing the weekend. Matt
Smith is hovering around +3 right now. It looks like I'm looking at the board.
Cam Smith is, he is 3 over par. He looks like he could be okay. He's tied for 38th.
Right.
See, the wild part about this golf course, it's so tough. So there's only, if you're at even par, you're T12 right now.
You're good. Yeah,
you're
no. Even par is good.
5 under. I mean, we have 2 guys at 5 under. We've got 4 at 3 under, 1 at 2 under, 5 at 1 under, and that's it. I mean, we're not talking about a lot of guys. We're talking about 11, 12 golfers under par right now.
Mickelson's hovering at +5. This is the weather portion of the show. For those of you watching or, again, subscribing to the show, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Don't be a bum. Hit the thumb. All of those things.
Yes.
The weather portion of the show, the meteorologists wanted to inform you, the meteorologist of this show, that it's not cold there. It's raining and it's 75.
There was a frost warning yesterday.
There was a frost warning. Do you remember what it was like to live back east, where you could have a frost warning one day and then it'd be 75 another?
Okay,
that's what happened today. So just to let you know,
I mean, the low was 59 this morning.
Yeah,
that's not warm.
Perrault.
59, that's cold in rain.
Mr. Bougie.
That's not fun.
That's fine. For most people, they would sign for a low of 60 and a high of 80.
77.
It's all about the number. There you go.
77. Tomorrow is raining, 62, low of 49.
That's not good.
Sunday is high of 72, low of 47, but sun.
That's not good.
So we could have, I mean, not a frost warning, but if you're teeing off early on Sunday or Saturday morning, you're not going to be liking life you're going to be not fun. That's cold.
Producer of the show that I do later tonight on Sports Grid, his name's Tommy.
Okay.
He went yesterday to this.
Oh, in Rochester. Nice.
Yes. And I told him to send me a text of the weather in the morning so I knew what to look at or whatever, and he forgot.
Oops.
So when I talked to him yesterday, I said, are you going this weekend? He said, no, because the weather's not supposed to be good. But do you know what a one-day general admission pass costs to go to this event?
To the PGA?
To the PGA Championship in Rochester, New York at this Oak Hill.
That doesn't matter where you could be on the moon. They'll still charge a lot for it. I'm going to say $175.
$200.
Yeah.
For a day pass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a major golf. There's only 4 of them. Yes. And it's Oak Hill on top of that. This is one of the most prestigious old golf courses in America.
It's in Rochester, New York, sir.
Doesn't matter. I mean, that's where people used to live. I mean, it was made 110 years ago, right? This is over 100-year-old golf course.
A deuce for a day following around the golfers?
For a major? Oh, yeah. You can't buy Masters, but the Masters single days
different. It's the Masters.
This is the PGA. They think it's the same thing.
They're wrong.
Well, the payout would tell you you're wrong. This is a big boy purse. This is a big boy purse. You win this thing, you get exempt to the Masters for 5 years. You get exempt to the U.S. Open, I think, for 10 years. I mean, you win the PGA Championship. This is a massive thing on your resume. It's a big golf tournament. This is a real big golf tournament. We just, as I said yesterday, it's hard to get used to it in May. It's just not, the order is all funky. It's all been shuffled around. We don't have the same buildup like we used to have, where we would go Masters, June, July, August. The PGA used to be in August. Now it's in May. So it's weird. It doesn't feel right still.
Doesn't feel right to me. I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Our cadence is not there because normally we go June, U.S. Open, July, British Open. That's how it normally goes. May used to be all about the Kentucky Derby. That's it. It was Derby. Whatever.
Open Championship.
But May was always the Derby and the Preakness. It was always about horse racing. And so we never had the Preakness and a PGA on the same day, which we do tomorrow.
Right.
So that's the wonkiness of this golf tournament that doesn't have the same, panache. Doesn't have the same type of,
The what?
Panache.
The panache.
Yeah, the same type of je ne sais quoi. Like they don't have the same, the feel.
Hold on.
Doesn't have that same.
You don't speak French, do you?
I should. I'm French Canadian.
You should. I mean, when I do the shows with Gabe, he does that French. He talks French. I love the French.
Wow. Does it really?
Yeah, he whips it out every once in a while.
No, it's funny because I go on like yesterday I'm going on with Farrell on Sports Grid, and like there's guys on there that want to say my last name, how my name is supposed to be Perrault, and they say Matt Perrault, and then Scott's like, no, it's Perrault. Like he has to correct them and be like, that's not how you say his name. But if you see my name, that's how you would see Guy Perrault. Like that's how you would pronounce my name because it's supposed to be an E because the French spelling is Eault. But
Gilbert Perrault was one of the coolest first, really guys that I followed. French Canadian hockey player on the Buffalo
Matteo
Sabres.
Perrault. There's a guy in the NHL named Matteo Perrault. Or no, not Matteo. Matthew Perrault, but it's spelled T-M-A-T-H-I-E-U, right? What are the French spelling of Matthew is?
Yeah, Matthew. I-E-A-U, right?
Yeah, Perrault.
Yeah.
He has
I love it.
We dropped when
Addison, I got to stop you. Hold on. Addison has something to do. He had to say, he told the chat to tell me to make sure I said his name in case I missed it. So Addison, Roll Call Friday. There's your shout out, sir.
Appreciate that. Thank you so much. That's very cool. So WagerWire market report, all very cool. We'll see who winds up winning. I think Scheffler's got a good shot, but I think there's so much value on other golfers than not betting the favorite here because this golf course can bite you. Like one hole can rip apart your whole tournament. The rough is nasty. This is fun. This is a U.S. Open type course, and I love it. Harder the better when it comes to golf courses for majors. Should not be winning golf courses. If a winning score is like 15 under, I hate that. Give me 6, 7 under. I'm all in. Let's go.
This is crazy because we had that bet. We talked about it on a Wednesday show. I find it very interesting because I love to make that number because we used to do that in the book. What's the winning score? -8 or worse, -9 or better. The -8 or worse was -150 right before the tournament started.
It's a good number.
Scheffler's at -5 right now by himself. Connors is also at two -5s, and then everyone else is at -3. And feels like going backwards.
No wind. Wait till the wind shows up. That's what everyone's saying. Where's the wind? Because normally it's pretty breezy there. We haven't had wind. So if the wind shows up, which could come on the backside of that rain tomorrow morning, that's when if you're teeing off in the afternoon tomorrow, it could be gnarly out there. It might be really, really hard. I mean, I think it was, I forget who said it, that I think it was Jordan Spieth after the round yesterday said, if an 18 handicapper played this golf course, they would quit halfway through. They just wouldn't play. They'd be like, forget it. Like, it's way too hard. Like, this course is just, I can't do it. Because if you're spraying and playing, like, the rough is so unforgiving and the fairways are so narrow. It's a really hard golf course. It's fun to watch.
Rory just hit the ball in the water.
He's done.
+2 through 6.
Into the water. So that's at least a bogey. That's not good. That's not good. He had a very interesting conversation that I listened to yesterday about, he proclaimed that he was in the best mental and physical shape of his life heading into the Masters and then missed the cut. And it like blew him apart. Like he had to rethink his entire career. And now he's figured it out that he can't care as much. But if he missed the cut on back-to-back majors, he's in a tough spot.
Well,
I
feel like him actually after my call this morning. I feel like I've been doing all the right things, and then whack. When you get punched in the face, how do you get up? You show up and do the BVB. That's what you do. That's you come here, watch us, listen to us. But it's I mean, what is his odds right now to make the cut? I mean, do they have that? Is that available?
To make the cut? No, they just have the winning score -8 or better, which is -162, -7 or worse at +132, and then everything else. Wait, do they have? Hold on, do they have
-8 or better is now -162. 7 or worse is +132. So they dropped that. Oh no, -8 or better is what it was.
Yeah, you can bet the round.
It was -9 or better.
You can bet the round leader. You can bet round scores.
Dude, you can bet whole scores. You can bet full winner.
Like right now, Rory on hole 8.
Yeah.
Between him and Colin Morikawa.
Yeah.
Rory is
high.
+300.
Right.
The tie is -160, and Colin to win it is +280.
Well, I don't know where Colin Morikawa is, but I know where Rory is, and I don't make him win this hole.
Is on the 8th or the 7th?
He ain't. Oh no, that's hole 8. So they're not doing it live. That's the
next hole. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So it's the next hole after this one. It's the next hole. So you
right,
can't do it in. That's what bettors.
There's too much of a delay. There's
bettors
too much
trying
of a
to
delay.
do that. That's their whole thing. That you can bet stroke by stroke in when the play's going on. But we're just, I mean, on TV the lag is quite significant. So
it's ridiculous.
Tough to pull off. Okay, let's do this. So Dave, who came from Indiana, told us he's a horse guy.
He did.
So let me read the email. Okay.
Yeah, give it to him. Give it to the people.
Hey, fellas, as promised, here is my breakdown for the Preakness. By the way, askthebvb@gmail.com. That's the email address to email Dave and I.
Where's the Discord?
bvbshow.com.
Good call.
For starters, really bummed that First Mission, that was the second horse that scratched this morning, was scratched. But here's how I see tomorrow going. Nation Treasure will set the pace, but falter on the stretch, which should allow Red Route 1 and Mage to close with Red Route 1 inching out Mage. Blazing Sevens, I love that from a Vegas perspective, will slide into the third. May showed a lot in the Derby, but has a history of fading, which really scares me. And Red Route 1 showed major heart in his last race, closing 10 lengths off the lead to gut out a win. Damn. Also, Joel and Osman is a great combo. Don't know who that is. So he's betting a 50-cent try. The 3 horse, the 5 horse, and the 7 horse.
Odd numbers, 3, 5, 7.
He's betting 1, 3, 5, 7 as well, adding the 1.
Sound like an area code almost. 3, 5, 7, but we're throwing a 1 on the top, like it's down a number. 1.
He's
3,
doing
5,
a
7.
$1 exacta box, 3, 5, 7.
Put them all together.
And the
That's
5
a
horse to
$6
win
bet.
outright.
5 horse win outright. Damn.
Is the 5 and the 5 is red route 1.
So Mays doesn't get a shot at the Triple Crown. That's what he's saying. That's what he's telling us. Okay.
Which I would agree with, because Mays winning the Derby was somewhat of a shock.
Wasn't that much of a shock. It was like 10-1.
Yeah, but the way it was, the pace, how he came off the back.
Oh, the pace was insane.
So there was a lot of people that said, that was not a fluky thing, but not yes, for sure, the best horse won the race type thing.
20-second timeout during the show now to shout out. Just got word in the chat that Jim Brown has passed. Jim Brown, arguably the best all-time running back
in the
history of the NFL, has passed. We got a lot of guys in the chat that both saw him play, remember him in movies. For a lot of the kids, you probably never saw him play and remember him as he got older and later, an activist and talking about a lot of things. Jim Brown,
legend.
Rest in peace. Legend.
On so many levels.
Yes.
Legend.
So,
I mean,
just wanted to point that out.
Oh, that's 87's a pretty good run, though.
That's good.
That's a good run.
I'd sign for 87 right now.
So would I. Yep, that's a good run.
87 would be great.
Yeah, passed away today at the age of 87 years. That's what a life. That's a life well lived right there.
Right?
Yeah, he did a lot of things in his life. He did a lot of really big and cool things in his life. So
absolutely.
So yeah, that's too bad. All right. Okay. So anyways,
so that was good. Thank you, Dave.
Back to the Preakness. So just a question on Preakness betting. So when it's pari-mutuel,
stinks. It's no value.
Okay.
It's hard.
That's what I was going to ask. Well,
it stinks. I mean, the favorite's 4-5.
But the pari-mutuel odds, just in terms of the handle being as small, like what, 50, half, quarter? What's it compared to the Derby?
I mean, a lot of people attended. Our friend, our good friend of the show, Jay Dow Betts, is down there representing the BVB this weekend. He's
nice.
He's texted me a picture of him this morning. He dressed up. He got a little sport coat on with the BVB lid.
What's the Friday races called at the Preakness? Do you know? I don't know.
The Black-Eyed Susan.
Oh, that's right. I have heard that before. Nice.
The Black-Eyed Susan. So Friday at Pimlico, Saturday, the Preakness. A lot of good races, but the Preakness is, I mean, when I saw the field, I was like, and I said it to a couple guys, and I said it to David the other night when we met. It feels like they threw in a bunch of horses to kind of run the race. I mean, they're all taking their shot, but I don't know if they're quality horses.
Do you remember Barbaro?
Oh yeah.
At the Preakness in 06?
Yeah.
When the horse broke its leg?
Yes.
After winning the Derby? That was one of the more insane. I was dating a girl who was covering it. It was pretty wild. I wasn't there. No, she was there.
Oh.
But I was like getting text messages like throughout the whole thing. I was getting like pictures and text messages and things like all in the back as to what was going on. The media was covering it. That was an insane. Just you said Pimlico and just flashed into my brain. I went, that's right. It's Pimlico. It's Barbaro in 2006 when that happened.
I'm in the book at the Nugget. It's packed. And that happens. And immediately complete silence, somber. What just happened? And they don't show it on TV.
Right.
And everybody's like, the horse broke its leg. It's done.
Yeah. What? They tried to save its life.
And it was done. And it's sad when that happens. I mean, but it's the name of the game. It's the horse racing game. It's very, very, it's an uneasy feeling. I can't imagine being at the track because, they run out there, they put curtains around. Have you ever been at a track when a horse has to be put down or dies right there like that?
I've seen it. I've never actually been there in person for it, but I mean, remember they tried to save it. They tried to save its life. Like they worked for 2 weeks to try to save its life, and eventually he passed away. The following January, they had to euthanize it because they couldn't stand.
Oh,
I mean, that's like, it was a Kentucky Derby winner. I mean, this was a horse that was going to go out to stud and make a ton of money and have a great life.
Ton of
And
money.
then
title shots 6
every
times a day.
And then nope.
What are you doing today? I'm going out to,
having some
work.
fun. Yeah, work. That's my work.
We're gonna work.
We're gonna work. Yeah.
Do it today. Can you imagine? Just want to be out to stud one day. Can you imagine?
No, because it depends on who they're putting in front of me. That would matter.
But see, it don't matter. It don't matter
to the horse. It don't matter. No, to the horse don't matter. To me, it matters. Though yeah, it'll put me out, but I'm going to be picky on that. On that, so I'm going to be selective on that. I can't just not just anything
this
here.
Is the show.
So.
I'm talking about going out to stud.
All right. So Eric Spoelstra had an interesting quote yesterday.
We're doing roll call Friday after this segment.
Do it now. Just do it now.
Right now.
Because before you get to the end,
because we were close.
NBA stuff, just roll with it.
Let me just make sure I got these little reading glasses on. All right. We got Shutter in the 401.
Are you really? You look like a grandfather right now. Are you really doing this with glasses?
Oh no, I don't have to, but I don't want to miss nothing. These are grandma's glasses. Like I don't even know what these are. But yeah,
oh my
God, put them right there on the end of my nose. Make sure I don't miss nothing.
What are we doing?
We got the grandma's glasses on. Who cares? I don't want to. These guys are accusing me of not seeing nothing. What? I want to make sure the print's really small. And
I know it's just I was not expecting it. That's why.
You always got to be unexpected on the show. That's part of the shtick. It's part of the show.
Goodness gracious! I'll give you a cane.
Queen Jolie, John 724, Mikey Awesome in the ODU, Matt Gentry 480, Zane 92 in a 740, Chef Benny. Another Rhode Island guy. Akbar, my guy, in the 703. Seabass, I don't know where he's at. Raymaker's in the 412. Oh, my God. You guys stop putting in the area codes. JC from KC in the 216. I can't see the area codes, boys, because you're putting in different things. All right, let's go backwards from the back because you're all in now. PB in the 941. Roger Long. Be careful with the funky Cole Medina. Zach the Hat's moving to the 705 next month. Raider Nation is in London right now. He's in London. PB says it's a good look with grandma's reading glasses on, so we'll leave him on. Dave's Daily Picks in the 317. Zane is at 740. John 724. 702 Bear Maulings representing the LV. CBW 315. Glasses on the bridge of the nose. LOL. What's so funny, TJ? It ain't funny.
It is funny.
It is.
It
All
is.
right,
It is funny. Yeah.
Cleveland 216, Perry Roscoe, Sonic 602. Great job again today with the banner, with the thing. Kevin Whitrock representing Iowa 319. Vinny Konowinski, Cool Mo D, I go to work. You know I go to work. I love that song. That's one of my all-time mantras. I love that song. Renovate, build another one. Bondvi, Chef Benny, Mikey Awesome. Oh, who else is here? That's it right now. That's all I can see. I saw Winning Las Vegas. Lisa, hello. Good to see you. Julie, Pierre Chevalier. Tyler's here. Tyler's coming to Vegas. There's this poker thing coming up. A lot of people are coming.
WSOP?
No. Something's going on with some Poker Smart something, and they're playing in the house.
What?
They're playing in that house.
On TV? Like
on TV. Remember that house? Remember that talks
about that house? Shut
that
up.
House.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Whoa.
yes.
Wow.
Oh, yes. Guess who reached out?
Oh, really?
I may have to come out of retirement and sit at the poker table with these poker sharks. Good content.
Wow.
Play at the house. You're coming.
All right.
I don't know how your poker game is right now, but we'll get it back in shape.
It's the same place it was the last time I walked into a live poker tournament and I won the whole thing.
Oh, there the boys. Now we're putting it in the chat now. TP, are you with me? 206. The needs of many outweigh the needs of a few curtains. Listen, if you put in good quotes like that talking about the curtains, we're going to do it. All right. Landon.
What are we doing?
What did I say? The curtains thing again? I didn't say meat curtains. I just said curtains. Stop. Don't do it. Don't do this. As soon as you do the lean back and do this and you start, I know we're in trouble. 865 here for BetSmart. 216. We got a lot of 216. Joe Morosky, Landon LLE visiting the 478. Butta Hall 517. Sports Avenger 724. He loves the glasses, bro. I can't wait to meet Sports Avenger. That guy is always here. Bear Maulings, what's up? That's hi, Lisa. How are you? You like the glasses? Hankster V 519. Periodocus working probably over to 702. Not yet. He's got the late shift. 865. Volfan Dan. Volfan Dan, I've been looking for that smoked gray hat for you. Do not worry, sir. You're at the top of the list. Stop worrying about your hat. We got other things planned. Latva 313. Detroit 613 is Ottawa. Konowinski's in the 260. You ever heard of New Haven, Connecticut, Perrault?
Of course. Best pizza in America, according to some.
That's in Connecticut.
I know.
Well, Floodhouse is there.
Ever been to Mystic Pizza in New Haven, Connecticut?
I've never been to New Haven, Connecticut.
You ever seen the movie Mystic Pizza in New Haven, Connecticut?
No.
Really? You ever seen
There's a movie called Mystic Pizza?
Yeah. Really?
No. Call me Jared's in 330 Youngstown. Youngstown. Listen, Jared, I got you, bro. Youngstown. I've been there. That's a good place. The Adam _, the Adam in the 303.
Youngstown's a good place. Okay.
Oh, don't you besmirch Youngstown. We're going to go. We're going to see some things in Youngstown you ain't going to believe.
We're going to go and get beat up in Youngstown.
No, we ain't getting beat up. We got people in Youngstown. Right. We ain't getting beat up in
Bo
Youngstown.
Pelini? We're going to Bo Pelini coming with us?
No. Well, do you know Bo?
I covered Bo. I don't know him, but I covered Bo Pelini. Yeah. My name wouldn't be foreign to him, but I don't know him.
Oh boy. These guys are giving me words. We're not doing the words today for the Urban Dictionary, but we are taking requests. If there's an Urban Dictionary word that you think I should know that I don't, I will be glad to learn it. Just text it to us. Where do you want it? Ask the BVB.
Ask the BVB at gmail.com.
At gmail.com. Maybe
before we move to basketball,
let's go. Put my
I got a bunch of fun stuff coming for tomorrow for on Monday, but I guess not Monday. Next time we're live on video. The next time we're going with video, which could be Wednesday, but we don't know yet. So we're doing the show ourselves right now, just me and you. So now I get to play around. Now I get to do some fun stuff. Ready?
Oh. Oh. Oh,
so we got a bunch of these coming for next time we're doing. I'm going to put music down on it. We'll do some fun stuff because for you guys who don't get to see the bonus time, that's our bonus stinger.
You just scared the caca out of me.
Sorry,
you didn't tell me that was coming.
Okay, so but that's what we play when we leave and we go when he says it's time for bonus time and Sports Grid drops us off. That's what you guys on Sports Grid don't see. So now every Friday for our WagerWire market report, we are going to roll with that. So we got the WagerWire market report stuff. So that is all Sonic's work, and it's a huge thank you. I got more coming. He's made more for the show. We have a new sponsor. Omaha Steaks is back. Our searing hot take of the day is back. Come Monday. Buy the meat's back on Monday. So meat is back. We'll have some fun stuff with those guys.
You guys did a great job last time we did that.
You did.
That will be a good promotion. Again, we passed the test with them the first time, so they came back for the Father's Day promotion. If you're not buying the meat for yourself, think of somebody who could use a package of meat that will last a single guy a month. What did I do? What's so funny?
Nothing. Sorry, everything. I'm going to be a 5-year-old for the next every time because of just we've gone with meat curtains.
Make me laugh.
I'm sorry. Package of meat just is given your history is the other side of the.
Buy the meat.
Yin and the yang.
We get back in that butcher shop. Huh?
Hanging the
you want to hit the mitts.
Goodness gracious.
Curtains for everybody.
Pretty much so. Yes, curtains. It's a good way of putting it. Curtains. All right, let's get to basketball here before we let go of Sports Grid.
Please. Yes.
The number is 9 for the Boston Celtics. The stat is this. This is actually kind of crazy. The Boston Celtics lost game 1. Teams who lost game 1 at home, since 2019 are 21-1 straight up and 20-2 ATS in game 2 since 2019.
So there's no mystery. They're going to win.
That is an insane stat.
It's ridiculous.
I mean, so that's why the number is 9. Is it not? Because obviously the books know this and they're like, fine, we're going to make you pay a premium because this number shouldn't be 9.
What should the number be?
6, 6.5.
Listen.
This shouldn't be 9. This is ridiculous. They lost game 1. Boston's not covering this tonight. Okay. I've already bet the Heat.
What was your grandpap's name?
Joe DeQuatro.
We're going to have
Grandpa
to
Joe.
Give you a little Grandpa Joe moment here right now. Matthew.
Yes.
Don't make the number.
I'm not making the number. I'm just telling you what the number
6
should be.
is no good. No, it should not.
Why not? They lost game 1.
Because they're gonna lay 8.5 or 9.
That's what they're going to lay. The reason why they're gonna lay it is because the books know it. So the books go ahead and jack it up. Now it's 9. It was 10.5 at one point before it came back down. This is line making. This is what I have learned because this is not what the books think is going to happen. This is defense. They're making you pay more than you should.
It's 9.5 now everywhere.
Oh, you want to bet that? Because everyone's trailing this trend. This trend, Rovell just
can win, though.
It can win, yes. But I don't think the Boston Celtics win the game by double digits. I could be wrong. I'll be loving it. If it is, I'll be happier than anything. If I have a no sweat game tonight and I can go do other stuff, this is great. I'm in love with it. Please, Boston, kill Miami. I don't see it. Look at the Nuggets. Okay. The numbers are there. The numbers are on it. Dog outright, or now it's the favorites having a tough time covering.
It's hard to believe that a game in the Eastern Conference Finals would be a 9-point spread.
It's ridiculous. Principal play, take the Heat.
Oh, I don't know if we're going to reach out with a GPP. It's close. It's close. But somebody asked me this morning, why is the line 9? I said, because they're going to win by 10 or more. That's why. Celtics kill them tonight, no?
I don't know if the Boston Celtics kill the Heat.
Their backs are against the wall. All the stuff
they're
you
not.
said.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
What do you mean? They lose this series, they may not come back to Boston.
Wrong. They go down to Miami. They can win both games in Miami. That's not really a problem. Yes, they can win both games in Miami. I'm not worried about that. This is not a must-win game for Boston. They don't have to win this game. They need to just because it will let them win the series. But they can win 4 and 5 against Miami. I'm not worried about that. That can happen. The Miami Heat, just by what we look at, the Miami Heat lost by 9 to the Knicks in game 6. 3.5-point dogs. They lost by 9. The last time before that,
to the Knicks?
Yep. They lost by 60.
Didn't go 7, did it?
Or was it game 5 or it was on the road? No, yeah, it was game 6 because game 7 was in New York at home on the road. Remember? Knicks were at home, game 7. Heat won on the road.
I thought the Knicks.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 games. Sorry. That was game 5.
Okay. I was going to, right. It was
game 5. So in game 5,
5, 6 numbers, this, that, whatever.
9. I'm going to say, I don't care what game it is. I'm saying, when did they lose on the road? Okay. Lost by 9 on the road to the Knicks. They lost by 6 on the road to the Knicks. They lost by 16 on the road to Milwaukee. And that was the playoffs. That was the start of the playoffs. So, I mean, this team has been extremely good in the playoffs ATS. They've only failed to cover 2 times so far here in the playoffs. They covered every game against Milwaukee. Oh, sorry, 3 times. Sorry. Every game except 3 times they've covered. Every game but 1 against Milwaukee. They failed to cover 2 of the 6 games against the Knicks, and now they covered, obviously, the one outright against Boston. I just think Boston wins the game by 6 or 7 points.
I mean, the numbers are tight, man. The numbers are...
Boston wins, but I don't believe they knock them out by 10, but it could happen. Okay. I mean,
to my daughter, Kendall Little Consig. Point spreads are stupid. It's expensive, but put Boston money line and just breathe. Gosh. You got to lay it, but expensive. What are you going to do? You want to lay the points and get aggravated? You just said Boston's going to win. Put it with the Dodgers or something.
$450.
It's expensive. Oh. You're Mr. Highfalutin. You don't mind spending money. You like nice stuff. Go get a winner. I do like nice stuff.
I like my money. Gambling is not how you get nice stuff. I know that. It's very difficult to lay $450 and get nice stuff. You're more likely to kill your whole bankroll by laying $450 and watch Boston lose.
That's a good point to put the gambling. This is, again, a lot of people. There's a lot of professionals that do this, quote unquote professionals. They're doing it. It's a hard life. But I mean, they lay this. They lay this. Ain't nobody taking it. There ain't nobody taking the Heat money line right now pregame.
Wow.
I don't think so.
What about the total?
Big adjustment, right?
Does it follow the same where big over game 1, big under game 2, like the Nuggets?
Which way, if Boston wins, which way does the game go towards the total?
Does Boston cover?
Under?
Does Boston cover?
Well, it falls, if it's 9, it falls 7, 8, or 9, or 10. It's like it's in that window, right?
No.
They either barely cover.
No. If Boston covers, the game's going under. That means Boston blows them out.
Oh, okay.
If Boston wins, the game's going over. If Boston doesn't cover, the game's going over.
Okay. All right.
So that's how I'm putting it. Because Boston will win like 116-109. They win by 7. Don't cover.
109 is 225.
Okay. Yeah.
Goes over.
Game goes over. That's what I said. So if Boston wins but doesn't cover, it goes over.
Okay. So that's 225.
Boston wins
over
and covers, it's an under.
What
Boston wins?
What's
like
the
105-80.
Oh, one of those like way under.
Yeah, they annihilate them. Yeah, if Boston's covering this number, if this is not gonna, I don't think this game is on the number per se. I don't think this goes like right to 9. I don't think we're doing like last night where I'm counting free throws as to. I don't think so. Either Boston's up by 25 points and Miami says, you know what, boys, we're good. Kevin Love actually said it in the postgame, and I can't believe it. He said, I told the guys in the locker room, we did what we came to do.
Who said that?
Kevin Love. He told the guys after game 1, we did what we came to do, which is we took one game, which like going into a game 2 with that mentality means.
He said that out loud?
At the podium. He said, he told the guys in the locker room and said it at the podium. So like
I Kevin would never say that.
Right? That's why I was like, oh my, that's interesting. So that's their mindset going into tonight. Where
that's Kevin Love's. That's not everybody's mindset.
But it could be like, it's in the locker room. Someone said it out loud. Someone said, hey guys, we got it. We got what we came to do. We have home court now. We're good. So game 2, if they're down by 15 points in the third quarter, do they really care? They may just punt the whole game and be like, see you in game 3, guys. We're good. Boston runs away with it. They win the game by 25 points.
Wow.
It's very possible. That's very, very possible for tonight.
Guys in the chat and girls in the chat, if you see something to put with Boston on the money line, put it in the chat right now. We just had a couple.
Houston.
I just saw Houston Astros minus 1.5 parlay because that's the A's.
That's my bet. So that's I'm doing that. I'm betting the run line for the next 7 days. The whole road trip, I'm betting run line against the A's. Books are already making me pay $150 tomorrow. I paid $120 today. They're already making me pay $150 for tomorrow. So
what's it gonna be?
Wait.
Oh my goodness.
It's gonna get real bad, real fast.
150. The books laying a run and a half at home.
I'm not the only one doing this. It's clear. It's clear that this has been there's a professional angle right now that which they heard us or other people. They've seen the same thing that I'm seeing, and they're basically just going to bet against the A's on this road trip. Every game, run line, every game.
Akbar said, check your tweet mention real quick. There's a stat for you. Yeah. Akbar, my guy, said to check your tweet mention.
Yeah. Frank, Ralph Michaels, our friend at Wager Talk.
Yes, Ralphie.
29-0, 75% ATS, plus 10-0 ATS with 1 day rest since 2010. Teams that lose game 1 as a favorite of 7 or more in the NBA playoffs and then they are a favorite of over 7 points or more in game 2, are 29-0 straight up, and hit at 75% ATS.
That's your Celtics case.
Yeah, it's there. I mean, there's definitely
Damn, Ralph. Thank you, sir.
There's definitely
Ralph
a case to be made for the Celtics.
So does SoCal DJ, our guy.
I'm not debating it. I'm going to hope. This is what I'm hoping for. I said it on the Juice last night. I'm hoping for a very fast first quarter for the Miami Heat. I want Miami to get out fast. I want Boston to be, if I could somehow get even like +1 on the Celtics, like give me some number that gets below this and try to middle it. Okay. Oh. I've got +9. Oh. Give me like -2, -3, something on those lines, or even +1 for Boston or something. Like give me a number I can work with where I get a 10-point middle and I'll be on both sides.
Can't you just lay the short money line?
It's not a short money line. It's 450.
No. If this happens, if this gets out to a fast lead, just lay 150 and they can win by 1 through whatever you got.
Yeah, but then I win a unit. I'm trying to middle it and win them both.
You do win them both. You lay 150 or whatever that short money.
Yeah, but Boston blows them out and I don't cover the Heat number. I'm trying to
win a unit.
No, because I laid a unit on +9.
Oh, yeah. You break even. That's fine.
Yeah. So I'm trying to win both. I'm trying to have Boston win by 2, 3, 4, somewhere in that range. That's what I want.
Well, that's 5, what 6, you're 7. Doing. If you lay the money line too, but if they don't cover the 9, then it doesn't matter. But you give yourself every number.
Yeah,
between whatever peak you want and just win the game.
Yeah, I'm trying to be on both sides of this game tonight because I think that I'm taking Miami on principle, but there is absolutely every math number is pointing towards a Boston blowout, like to rout the Heat tonight. I just don't trust my team to do it. This is a mentally
Stevie
soft
Mac
team.
Just came in and said he's taking the A's money line just because.
Go ahead. That's fine. You want that to go ahead. That's
major.
Fine. Ugh. You have a team. We did go watch Stevie. Go watch our show yesterday. Go watch it. We went through the entire A's schedule for the last month, and you tell us if you want to bet the A's.
Good luck.
Tip of the cap. If they win today, I'm betting it tomorrow. It's the same thing. It's better.
Good luck with that.
They win today, you bet more tomorrow because they're not winning. We said it before. I said it yesterday. They may not win 2 games in a row. They may never win 3 games in a row all year with how bad they are.
They will. September.
When call-ups happen. Sure. Yeah. That's when when they'll do it.
By then,
right?
That's when they have the most value because their prices are absurd and you can get them. Geez, they're -260 already on the money line right now. What are they tomorrow? Who's pitching tomorrow?
Bad pitching matchup because I said it's 150 on the run line.
Sears and Brown. Is that a law firm? That sounds like Sears and Brown is the matchup.
Yeah.
DraftKings put up -300 already tomorrow.
Yep.
Oh boy. Good luck with that, people.
Yeah, it's 250 today. It's -120 on the run line today.
Stevie was being sarcastic. He loves us and loves the show.
It's fine. Him and I go back and forth all the time. He loves to tell me that he fades me. I don't care. I'm all, as I said, if you
can't wait to meet that dude. I can't wait to meet so many of you who have been with us. Like yesterday, you said show was 350. Our show number 350.
Correct.
Yesterday.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
We've done 350 of these, boys and girls.
Yep.
It's been a hell of a ride. We're going to keep going. But
let's squeeze this in before we let go of Sports Grid here.
What do you got?
Our Thrive and Prosper prop bet of the day. This is for a leg you guys can use on Thrive Fantasy right now, which is a app you guys can bet user versus user prop tournaments, or you can use a multiplier in their prop lobby, which you can go 2 legs, 3 legs, up to 5 legs that can get you 20 times your money. Promo code is BVB when you sign up. 100% instant first deposit match of up to $250 with that code BVB. Or you can go to bvbshow.com and click on the sponsor page. There's a link directly to it. BVB. Jason Tatum today is a leg I would use in your Thrive Fantasy account, in your Thrive Fantasy prop bets.
After that game he had the other night?
Over 44.5 points, rebounds, and assists.
Under.
Nope.
What?
Tatum goes big.
Big game for him tonight?
Big game for him tonight. Yep.
Bounce back game?
Bounce back game for him tonight.
He was so bad in the fourth quarter.
He was. That's why I think he'll play better. I think he'll have a lot to say tonight about what has happened. I think he'll have an all-around game. He may not score 50 or 40, but I think he'll have an all-around really good game today.
Which one gets you? I think the assist number gets you.
Well, it's 29.5 points, 9.5 rebounds, 4.5 assists.
Under at the assists. I'll tell you that right now, because if he's going to have this big game you're talking about, it ain't going to be because of assists.
That's fine.
He's
In
gonna have
game
to
7
score.
against Sixers, this went over at 44.5.
Right.
In game 4 against the Sixers, it was 43.5. It went over. In game 4 against the Sixers, 42.5. It went over at 48. It missed last game, obviously. But he had 38 points, rebounds, and assists. Even with that crap game, he had 38. So I think this goes. It was 45.5 last game. It went under. It was 44.5 in game 7. It went way over. I'm going over. Jason Tatum, 44.5 points, rebounds, and assists tonight.
Rainmaker Lou just came in and said, take his points, the hell with the others.
30.
That's not a bad move.
But he does rebound the ball a lot. I mean,
and he's around it where it
all the
just
time.
Gets to him. Like
Yes.
that rebounding thing, there's a talent to it. There's a way to do it. And those guys are really good at it that are great rebounders. But there's other times where the guy's just around like the ball finds him. The rebound props, I think he's going to get. If you get 2 of the 3 over, it's going to fall right around the number. I just think he gets I would bet under the assists based on what we just talked out.
Yeah, he scores 30. He scores 34 points.
Well, if he gets, here you go. If he goes way over, if he gets 35 points, right? I have 35 points, I think gets us over this number.
Right. Somebody just bet 150,000 at Caesars for the Celtics to win the East at minus 196.
I used to love when they would just walk in and do that. Like you were when you were at the book working, some guy just rolls up either from the blackjack table or craps pit or something, has a bunch of chips or money and says, I want to bet this on the Celtics to win it all. Really? Or you're sitting in a risk room, eating a cheesesteak, like having lunch, watching the golf, just chilling out on a Friday, and the guy answers, hello, risk room, whatever we used to say. I used to just say, hello, this is Dave. They'd be like, Dave, there's a guy here. He wants to bet 150,000 on the Celtics to win the championship. And you're like, okay. Has he got the money? Yeah, we're counting it now. Okay. Well, let me hold on. And if the boss was there, look over. There's a guy with 150 dimes. He wants the Celtics to win it all. What do you think? Really? Yeah.
At minus 196.
Plus 196.
No, minus 196.
He's laying?
Boston's favored right now. They were 5-1. They were minus 500 to win the series. Now they're minus 200.
Oh, this is to win the series. I thought you said to win the NBA championship.
Eastern Conference Finals. Win the series.
Oh, there ain't even a debate. I'll be like, guy wants to lay 196 on the Celtics. What do you think? Yes, print it. Done. What the hell? I mean, he ain't even winning $100,000 at that number. Minus 196. A guy just walks in with all that cash. We're good. Let's go. Print. Man, love it.
Take it and run. One more quick story before we let go of Sports Grid. The Coyotes announced they're going to play at Arizona State next year.
We're going.
Yeah, we might be the only ones. That's why.
It's not true.
I don't know. There's a lot of anger down there right now around the Coyotes.
We're going to see Bedard, or we're going to see something. We're going. Right. I am going. You can come.
Heck yeah. Oh, yeah. 5,000 seat venue. I have to see a hockey game, NHL game in 5,000 seat venues.
Oh, it's definitely going. There's a 100% chance of we're going.
We should do a show from the concourse.
I'm gonna see the guy this weekend. I can make that happen.
Yeah, we should do that. We should go down there and do that. We should have a fun time.
100%. That's I'm gonna speak to him about that particular thing. Don't let me forget.
Oh, tell him opening night. Tell him opening night of the season. We want to do the show for the Coyotes.
Like pregame or during the game? What are you thinking?
No, but like our show normally is 11 to 1 normally around.
Yeah.
So we do BVB from the arena.
Oh, okay.
On the day of opening night. And then we do the show, hang out, eat lunch, go to the game.
Check. Done. That sounds like a great idea.
We should do that. And then kick off the new season. They can talk about what's going on for the Coyotes. And
anybody in Arizona want to come? Well, maybe we got to get a box or something.
Sonic will be there.
Sonic like hockey?
Doesn't matter. We're there. We'll make him like hockey. He'll come hang out.
Like a plan. Don't let me forget that. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I'm okay with this. But the future's up in the air. You have in the thing. What's the? I mean, like
they made
the Canadian people want them to go to Quebec.
Correct, and they'll never go back to Quebec. That's been pretty much established.
Whoa!
Gary Bettman basically, Quebec's never getting a team again. Atlanta might get their third team before Quebec gets a team. It's crazy. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying that's what the league has really shown.
They tried it twice in Atlanta. They ain't going to Atlanta.
I would agree. The Nordiques were awesome. Go back, make the Quebec Nordiques. I'm all in.
Where would you put them?
I mean,
Kansas
it's weird.
City wasn't even on the list, by the way.
It is on the list, but it was shot down because Clark Hunt has talked about wanting to bring a team in, and the league is not interested in putting him in Kansas City. It looks like Salt Lake City is the most likely of places that Salt Lake will make a really big push for to have them play at the arena that the Jazz play in.
Really?
If right now, like if you look,
beautiful. I just saw it for the first time. I was just up there.
Yeah. So Salt Lake appears to be very much in play for them.
It's kind of like, I mean, it makes sense for this corridor that they built the team. I mean, they got Arizona, then us, but then they would move Arizona up to Salt Lake. So it would just be up and then Colorado,
right?
Shoot over to Seattle. I mean, the pocket down to Southern California, both Kings and Ducks. Like the western part of the United States makes a little more sense than I don't want to. I mean, Atlanta, they got a shot. I mean, Portland was on the list. I saw Kansas City was lower.
Yeah, it was 10th, the options.
Yeah, that's it though, right? There wasn't much more.
Well, no, I mean, the team put a tweet out yesterday as to like, now that we can't go to Tempe, where do you want us to build the new stadium? Oh, and they listed a bunch of places in Arizona, like Kingman and Tucson, and like, like building it, like leave it in Arizona because, they're not the Phoenix Coyotes, they're the Arizona Coyotes. So you play it in the state, you can do the whole do the whole thing with that the Patriots are going to do. You're not in Boston, so you're not in New England, so you have the whole state to play with. So you try to put it somewhere else that might draw fans, but there's a lot of land down there. It's odd that like they're fighting over this because it may be hard to get to, but there's still a lot of it's like here. There's a lot of land here. It just matter how far away are you from people. Well, they want to be in Tempe because of the money.
But it's easy to get to. It's centrally located in Tempe. It's easy in and out, of all that. We can't put it out at Weekapaugh.
You could technically, but
I mean, you could put it anywhere, but
that's what I mean.
It's far.
That's what I mean. You can put it
anywhere. Far from people.
Right. That's the problem.
Man, oh man.
I don't know. It's gonna be fun to watch and see what happens with them because I think they are going to relocate, but the owner has talked about not wanting to sell, so they may still try to make it work in Arizona. So Sports Grid, thank you so much, guys. Have a great weekend. Remember, Monday for Sports Grid is a best of for Monday and Tuesday. We may be back on Wednesday night live. So just FYI, if you guys are watching this on Friday night or Saturday, Monday's show will not be a news show. It'll be a best of show for Monday and Tuesday for you guys who are live on YouTube and Twitter. Stick around because it is time. Don't get scared, Dave, for BVB bonus time. Bonus time.
Love that sound.
BVB bonus time. Better to book it. Let's go back to the old standby. Boston Celtics first half team total over 58.5.
How's this been doing?
Very well. Hit game one.
It hit in game one. It did.
56.5. Now they put it up to 58.5.
Yeah, but all right. So do you like the fast start from Miami or do you like the fast start from Boston?
Boston just scores. They score 60 points in the first half. It's their number. Anything under 60, I bet over.
What's the juice?
Minus 110.
That's it. Guys,
so
in the rooms, what are you doing in the odds making rooms? My friends, my people, what do you move the number? They're not moving.
Actually, sorry. No. Sorry. It was even money. Sorry. Even money.
Oh, they like it under.
Yeah, it's even money. Sorry. Juice to the under.
Okay, so we found the number. All right, let's bet it. That's good. JC from KC, he said bet it. The girls are in the chat saying hello to each other.
Hi.
I like that. Queen Julie and winning Las Vegas.
Very nice.
Lisa.
Welcome in. Appreciate that.
Love it.
Heat +9 against the Celtics, but like I said, I'm going to try to middle this. So
you wrong, son.
Okay. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with being wrong. This is great. No stress game.
I think I'm I am not losing my, odds maker card because I might need it because I might need a job again someday in the room. But I'm going to say book this one.
Okay.
You get a dog +9. It doesn't happen that often, but I think that Celtics run them out tonight.
Okay. I went 6-0 2 days ago. I went 3-1 yesterday.
You're hot, baby. 9-1 in your last 10.
Totally fine with going 3-1 today. Astros run line -120.
This is winning. There's no discussion. I don't even know what to say to this. We went through the schedule for 30 days and gifted them like 8 or 9 wins. The number's 10. It's going to be very interesting. Starting with this Astro series, May 19th, Joseph C. Myers, one of our biggest fans, listening to the show down in Texas. I'm going to put this assignment on you because you listen to the show all the time.
You do.
I need you to keep track of this record.
Run line,
A's,
and money line too, for that matter.
Well, I need the A's money line for the number of wins that they get in the next 30 days or whatever it is.
Until June, when they play Philadelphia 16th. At home. Yeah, when they play Philadelphia at home on June 16th. Yes. We're going from now until then.
Yes. So keep track of that, Joe C.
Okay.
And what area code is he in? I forget. He told me.
Texas. I can't remember.
Mention it.
Somewhere in Texas. I don't
it's
know.
Like 319. Oh, geez. I'm sorry, Joe C. But that's the assignment. I like the bet.
Finally, I'm going to do it again.
Oh,
I might get kicked in the teeth.
Oh,
I'm going to play the over. Golden Knights Stars over 5.5.
Can't advocate this one. I booked this one.
I don't know what to make of.
Said it yesterday. It was 3-2 final. I feel like this one's a 3-2 final.
It's very possible. 100%. Open net might be necessary. I just have a weird feeling. Like, I know Chris Otto likes the first period over in this game, but I can't get around it because I think it's a 1-0 first period, not a 2-0 first period or 1-1 first period, just because I don't think the Stars are going to want to play that way. It's Hill versus Ottinger, so obviously the Stars have a goaltending advantage. The Golden Knights are the better team 5-on-5, but they can't go into the box. This is a really interesting wait and see. Like, watch this game to see, because I think the zigzag theory will apply. Winner of game 1 loses game 2.
Winner of game 1 loses game 2?
Yeah.
So we're splitting here.
I think so, yes.
You think this series goes 7?
It feels like this is going to be an absolute war. I think that both the Eastern Conference and Western Conference finals are going to be unbelievable hockey.
I think we got an indication last night
yes, right.
of how most of these games are going to go, not 4 overtimes, but
nail-biting, tight playoff hockey. We're finally there, right? We finally got to the playoffs.
It took a month. What did I used to say? Cutting the chaff from the wheat or whatever. You had to get rid of.
What?
I don't know what it's saying. What? We got through the
cutting the what the fuck?
The big tall stuff to get to the good stuff. So we're here. This is playoff hockey every night. I think we get every game. The Eastern Conference Series might end up unders every game. We'll know here. Again, the power play will determine whether this game goes over or not. That's it. It's the only thing that's going to. They're both going to. Ottinger's going to be great. Hill might be great. Game finishes 3-1 or 3-2. I like under.
Could be 5-1.
Who wins that game? 5-1.
Either or. Both.
Oh.
Either team could rout the other. Just looking at their history. Look at what we've seen.
Oh, man.
Stars have routed teams 5-1. No, Vegas has routed teams 5-1.
Yeah. I guess they get a couple power play goals or something, or first team to 3 wins this one. Because if they get to 3, it's probably it could easily go over. If it's 3-1 or 3-0, one of these teams, your final score is way more likely.
Yep. And 3-3. I'm not putting 3-3 past these guys either.
Oh. Would you take a shot at the overtime tonight?
At the draw at plus 260, 270.
Wait, that's all it is now? It's supposed to be plus 350. They shortened the
overtime.
thing.
It's been under 300 for a while. I don't know what. Let's see what
on this half. Oh wow. Okay.
Let's see what this is on a 3-way bet for FanDuel. For stars.
Otto just came in and said he likes the draw.
He does like the draw. It's plus 340 at FanDuel for the draw.
Still got it, Perrault.
Mm-hmm. Plus 340 on the draw.
Get through the curtains to get to the good part.
Oh, gee.
Whitrock, you just nailed it, brother. That was
oh my god. Are you serious?
He just looked out. He just hit me with it like that.
Oh my gosh. What are we doing? Just, wow.
Oh,
during the regular season, the Vegas Golden Knights were an under team at home. They're 23-20-4 overall. And on the road, the Dallas Stars were an under team on the road, 25-21-1. Doesn't mean much, just overall.
It's very close. That's all.
They were.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're kind of a coin flip either way on that. But coming down.
What's the one thing that has to happen?
Here's the crazy stat, though.
What?
The last 10 games for the Dallas Stars on the road this year, they were 8-2 to the over.
Right.
They became an over team late in the season on the road.
Yes.
I think they continue to be an over team tonight on the road.
All right.
At 5.5. Just too tempting. 6, I would bet under. 5.5, betting over.
Okay.
Push potential 4-2 on the
push potential 4-2
on the 6.
Absolutely.
They're not giving me the 6, even though people got.
You ain't gonna get the 6.
The last game they did was 5.5 for that game last night, and it closed at 6. So a bunch of people asked me. I said, "Jump on the 6."
Reluctant. I mean, listen, you got to shop around, boys and girls.
If you find a 6 tonight, bet under. I mean, I think under 6 is a decent play.
If you find a 6, put it in the Discord.
True. Let everyone know.
What's the Discord again?
BVBshow.com.
Go to the Discord. Join the Discord. I heard a story yesterday about a Discord that's charging money.
Yep.
It made $400,000.
Yep.
Last month on charging for the Discord.
Yep.
That's insane.
No, it's not. It's not. It's not. It sounds insane, but it's not insane. I mean, that's just subscription service. It's where it's going. It's what everything's happening. It's how the industry is now. I have like 9 subscription services. Like it's
way too many.
Just what it is. I mean, I have MLB TV. I have YouTube TV. I have Hulu. I have Netflix. I have Apple TV. I have Amazon Prime.
This is why Mrs. Consig does the bills.
Just saying.
I can't take it. I can't take it. It's too many things.
But
I bought Sirius XM. The guy started with that whole subscription service. And he goes, but you could buy it for life right now. I said, how much? $300. I'll take it.
Yeah, that was like 30 years ago.
Was it
a long time?
It was a while ago.
Long time ago.
I mean, would you just buy a price right now for Netflix forever to not have a bill?
No, because I don't like Netflix enough. I like it. It's okay. I don't really love it. I love Apple TV. I love Amazon Prime. I love Disney Plus.
Would you buy a lifetime BVB membership?
Yes, I would. I kind of have. Bought a lifetime BVB membership already.
Me and you are in.
Yeah,
we're the charter members. Yeah. 2 Jagoffs.
Kind of already bought it.
Lead the way, baby. Come on board with us.
Favorite thing about today is what?
All right. Quickly. 3 favorite things about today. 1, I took the walk this morning.
Nice.
I was on a phone call because I basically got fired from a job. Essentially doing content for some people.
You did get fired.
We ain't paying you no more.
Yeah, but
I don't know what it is. This is new to me. I mean, this is the life of a contractor is what I'm
correct. It's exactly what it is. Yes.
Yeah. So you're 100%. Out just like that. And I was like, wow. Well, thank you for the opportunity. Blah, 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 blah. I got the whole whatever. We'll talk again soon. When things turn around. Listen, man, everybody's going through something. My immediate reaction was to take a deep breath and breathe.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, I can't wait to go do the BVB. Like, you got to have multiple things in your life. I think it's never been more evident than now because
100%.
some mother, we can swear right now?
Yep.
some motherfucker can just come in and boom, end your life working wherever you're at. Happened to me in COVID.
Yeah, and it happened to me with a pregnant wife.
Yeah.
I had one income stream, and that happened to me. And I said, it'll never happen to me again. That was it.
Never again.
Never again. I'm never gonna be stuck
again.
panicking
And now
like
that happened to me with COVID with the book. And thank God I had the stroke because it opened my eyes to so many things. And now it will never happen to me again. So you don't let other people control your emotions. And this guy called me, was very nice about it. See you later, whatever. Hung up the phone. All I thought about was I can't wait to go do the show. On the way back home, saw neighbor Patrick, talked about, with pilot Chris, guys in the Air Force, drives to work every night to the base, listening to the show.
Wow.
Last night he was watching a hockey game though. He said, I'm going to go home and listen to the show this morning.
Nice.
But neighbor Patrick said, I want to thank you. I said, thank me for what? He goes, I had a little health scare and I thought of you. And I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, I had this cough that wouldn't go away. And I just, my dad passed away at the age that I am right now. So I can't get it out of my head. And my wife said, just go to the doctor. Let's go to the doctor. So he went and he's got something wrong with his aorta, something happening. So he's going to go see a cardiologist in 10 days or something. Nothing major right now, but he got to stop drinking first and foremost. He said that's the first thing.
Alcohol is poison, guys.
So he's stopping drinking, but he literally said, thank you. And I was like, dude, I'm happy that you're okay or you're going to be okay. But he said, I can't sleep though. My mind won't stop racing now, knowing that there's a problem. And I told him, stop worrying. I used the story that my dad told me while I was getting surgery. Stop fucking worrying. Guys, girls, it ain't the worrying is not worth what it does to your body and everything else. We've had so much happen in 350 shows. You and I, your life, my life, so many guys and girls listening all over. Think about what you've overcome. God ain't done with you yet. I've heard Steve Harvey say this. He ain't done with you yet when you wake up. You're going to be okay. It could be when you don't wake up, that's when you know it's over. Until then, keep fighting. So that was number 2. And then number 3, favorite thing about today. I did not see this the day of because I was down in Arizona visiting my own mother. But I found this today and getting water right before the show. This was the card that little Consig Kendall gave my wife for Mother's Day. Can you read that?
Thank you for feeding me so I don't die.
This little one got more character and wit than you could possibly imagine. She got a card that said, thank you for feeding me so I don't die, with a piece of bread. And it says, Happy Mother's Day.
That's awesome.
Inside it says, thank you for feeding me and thank you for everything else you do for me, Mommy. I love you so much. Your favorite. Kendall. And she wrote her name in cursive because she's been practicing signing her name. So just to point out that the kids are still writing cursive, because you said the other day they weren't writing cursive. I found this and I said, hell yeah, I'm reading that on the show.
John, email. Being Dave's age, I totally in agreement with having to write down everything down. I carry a clipboard with me while teaching and at home so I can write shit down. It's the only way I can remember shit anyway. On the other hand, Matt is 100% correct. Kids do not have to write anymore. They're doing everything on their phones and on Chromebooks with that speech to text thing. The times are changing.
Damn it.
Email askthebbb@gmail.com.
Damn you.
Thank you, John.
We can both be right. Thank you, John.
Fine. John, thank you for the email. He said, I still go to the bank and deposit checks physically. My son and my wife say, why? It's not 1980 anymore.
I did it yesterday. I told you I was doing it. I went. There was no one in the bank. The kid
of
was
course,
like,
because no one goes to the bank.
It was great.
Right.
The kid was like, how's your day going, sir?
Hi.
And I said, it's awesome. I just finished my show. He's like, you have a show?
justifying his existence.
Yeah,
I have a job. I'm justifying my salary.
And he was so excited that I filled out the deposit slip correctly. He's like, "Thank you for filling out the deposit slip." I said, "Well, I'm just trying to make your life easier." He goes, "Nobody fills that out anymore. They just stick their card in."
Oh my gosh! All right, my favorite thing about today, so we can get out of here because I got something I got to do.
Yes.
Comes from Sal, who sent me a note last week, which I wanted to read, but then I forgot about it. And so now I've circled back. And so, Sal, I apologize. I'm getting to this late, but I wanted to read this and give you a shout out because he said to us, "I wanted to thank you guys for what you do. 1 month ago, I lost my dad, and it's been a really rough road. My world has been turned upside down when taking care of my mom, who's dealing with a little dementia. Your podcasts are the one thing that's helped me feel normal. And yesterday was the first day I went undefeated with my bets. I even had my mother rooting for the Hurricanes to score and hit the over. She used to love the racetrack. She's never really liked sports before, but I think she was enjoying some hockey last night. Keep up the good work. Keep up with everything you guys are doing. It's refreshing, and I loved being part of the community, what you guys are doing." So for Sal, thank you. Appreciate you support. I apologize for not getting to that before. Sent that last week, but wanted to know that I got it. I was thinking about you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Really appreciate everything that you're doing. So
Amen.
I know it's a tough time. Hopefully things will get better. I'm sorry about your loss on that.
Yep.
So
wow, that's good. That one hits, man. I mean, like all the stuff that we do, we don't know what we're doing. And I mean, there's times where we really don't know what we're doing, but we're doing it. We keep showing up, and then you get a note like that. And I mean, that one hit me right here. I mean, because my world changed the day my dad died. And it was a long time before I was able to kind of get over it. I really was never over it.
Right.
Until I had the stroke and he came back and talked to me. And now I know he's good and he's okay. And Sal, your dad's okay. Take care of your mom. Be there for your mom. And I mean, have we said it enough in 350 shows? The sports bring us together.
Amen.
It's about life and all the stuff that we're going through. God bless, man. That was really, thank you for reading that. I'm glad you read that.
Yeah, good stuff. Have a great weekend. Remember, the show on Monday will be audio only on our Twitter account at Boston versus the Book. We are doing a Twitter Spaces 1 hour or so show. Dave is going to be out of town. He's going to be in Ohio.
Yep.
Look where he is. Follow him at SportsBK to find out where he's going to be doing in the Midwest for a couple of days, go and see his family. So Monday and Tuesday will be an audio only show, kind of be like throwback radio, where you guys can listen to the show. And if you miss it, it will be recorded and it will be up live on our Twitter account, pinned to the top at Boston versus the Book. For Dave, I'm Matt. Have a phenomenal weekend. We will talk to you on Monday on our Twitter account